Good evening, all. Thank you for the DJing, Dr. Kersey. It's lovely to see you all here tonight. And perfectly timed. I'm going to go ahead and get us started off for the evening. So again, welcome and good evening. My name is Samantha Horkus, and I serve the College of Education and Human Development at Temple University as a college access coordinator. I've had the privilege of coordinating the Temple Education Scholars Dual Enrollment Program during the 2020-2021 academic year. I want to welcome you all in celebration of our 9 incredible scholars from the class of 2021. Within the next few weeks, they will have earned their high school diplomas and completed another college course with us here at Temple. Temple Education Scholars is a dual enrollment program focused on preparing high school seniors for the possibility of a college major in education and a career as a classroom teacher or other educational professional. TES is a collaboration between the College of Education and Human Development at Temple University and the School District of Philadelphia. Scholars can take up to 5 College of Education courses throughout their senior year of high school. These courses and other programming that focused on the submission of college scholarship applications, study skills, academic writing, and accessing university resources, all occurring in the afternoon hours of 1:30 to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday for the better part of the school year. Scholars completed this entire program virtually this year due to COVID-19, which, as we all have learned, came with many challenges. Our scholars met virtually with an attitude that truly embodies Temple's motto, perseverance conquers. Our goal this year were for students to successfully earn up to 15 college credits at no cost to them, and to be well prepared and confident in their pursuit of post-secondary education, given the rigor and pace of their college courses taken this year, and have a transformative experience, one that shaped their belief in themselves as learners, scholars, leaders, and future graduates. Thank you all again for being here and for sharing in the collective joy and pride that we all feel tonight for the incredible accomplishments of these 9 bright, talented young people who persevered through a lot, not just this year, but in the years to come. And while the scholars are the focus of our evening, I'd be remiss if I didn't acknowledge that their efforts have been supported by the concern and love of a village of others, parents, guardians, family members, and friends. Feel free to wave, show us where you're at. School district employees, principals, counselors, all you at 440, thank you for being here. Feel free to give us a wave as well. And of course, the Temple faculty and administrators and the TES program staff. Shout out to you. Please feel free to wave as well. In addition to these members of our shared village, we're also joined tonight by Dr. Malika Brooks, Chief Academic Support Officer for the School District of Philadelphia, who will offer our keynote address. Dr. Gregory Anderson, Dean of the College of Education, is present to celebrate with us and will offer some welcome remarks shortly. Tonight's going to be fun and memorable. Before I share with you the rundown of the rest of the evening's program, I want to quickly introduce to you each of the scholars that we are here to recognize tonight as we celebrate all of their hard work and dedication throughout the year. Scholars, will you please unmute yourself, turn those cameras on, give us a wave and say hello so you can be spotlighted when I call your name. NAHLA ABDUL HADI.
Hi guys, my name is NAHLA.
Yuma Diabera.
Hello.
Rania George.
Hello.
Fatima Hamada.
Hi guys.
MARIAH HUDSON. Deja McKnight.
Hi.
Fat Fam.
Hello.
Asia Ross.
Hi.
And last but not least, Kiersten Scudder.
Hi.
Great. Thank you so much, scholars. We'll get to share more about each of you in a little bit. Before our keynote, I would like to introduce a devoted educator who has made this program possible. Dr. Gregory Anderson, Dean of the College of Education and Human Development. Dr. Anderson, I turn it over to you for welcoming remarks.
Thank you so much. And it's such a pleasure to see all of you. And we're so proud of your accomplishments. Oh God, now I'm like larger than life, which is scary. So, I want to share a couple of things with you. The most important is that this program and the support that you receive, it's a labor of love. We don't do it because it makes money. We don't do it because we want to feel good about ourselves. We do it because it's what educators are supposed to do and what the good educators do, which is to support students to have successes in their lives. And so while you're not large in numbers, your strength is immense. And I want you to know that your success, while it always will be viewed individually, really success that is not shared with others is not success at all. So as you continue to do outstanding things, and we have such great hopes for you and expectations, don't forget where you come from. Don't forget all the people that have supported you to get to this point and that will continue to support you as you generate more and more success. Because without them, you wouldn't be here right now. And I think that's probably the most important thing that I'd like you to consider. No matter how well you do individually, find ways to support others to do as well as you're doing. And think of them every day, even when you're struggling. So when you are struggling, and there'll be times when you will struggle, and there have been times when you've already struggled, think about them and think about the fact that you're struggling for them as well. So today's a day to celebrate, and tomorrow you'll go back to doing all the hard work that you do. But this is the reason why, if you're an educator, you come to work every day, to see students like you, and to see the work that we do has meaning. So thank you for teaching us as much as hopefully we taught you. And I wish you all the success in the world.
Thank you so much for those words, Dean Anderson. At this time, I'd like to recognize Ms. Leslie Madre, Senior Project Manager at the School District of Philadelphia, and Ms. Allie Robinson Rogers, Executive Director at the School District of Philadelphia. Senior year only programs such as TES would not be possible without your tireless efforts and advocacy. Ms. Allie Robinson Rogers will now introduce our keynote speaker for the evening. Allie, the floor is yours.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I'm excited to be here to give my own congratulations. It's been such a pleasure to do this work with Temple University and to support all of the amazing scholars. I can't wait to see what y'all do. I can't wait to see your name in the newspaper and on Good Morning America. That's what I'm looking forward to. Yes, Good Morning America. So I'm going to introduce Dr. Savoy Brooks, who is the Chief Academic Officer for the School District of Philadelphia, who will give your keynote today. I just want to say it's amazing to have a wonderful, when you think about all of the people that you get to work with, the teachers, the professors at Temple, all of the folks that have supported you, Ms. Madre, Ms. Juliet, everyone. Think about how important it is to have people around you that excite you and get you motivated to work. And Dr. Brooks is one of those people for us. And she has been a teacher, she's been a coach, a principal, an assistant superintendent, and a central office administrator. And now she is the Chief Academic Support Officer for the School District of Philadelphia. She has a million, you can see on her bio, she has all of the certifications. And she also has her superintendent's letter of eligibility, and she has her doctorate degree in educational leadership. And she's really just passionate about all of you. She's passionate about students as we think about, I'm not going to read the slide to you, but as I think about her leadership, one of the things that motivates me is her passion for you, right? That she always pushes and challenges us to think about what we need to do differently to ensure the supports that we provide to you and your peers and your families is not only at a high level of customer service, but we really keep your needs at the forefront of what we do. We are not allowed to participate in adult nonsense because our priority is making sure that you are served. So I'm happy to be able to introduce my boss, Dr. Malika Savoy Brooks.
Good evening, everyone. I with you today filled with excitement and joy. One of my tasks when I entered this job, this position as Chief Academic Officer, was to evaluate the SIOP program. And I told my staff, because the SIOP program in itself is very expensive. We have SIOP and then we have dual enrollment. So when we were looking for areas at the time to cut funds, when we were at that point in the district, my staff were going to do what I asked them to do. And Leslie Madre brought in a number of students who were currently SIOP students to encourage me not to eliminate the SIOP program. And that you are the 4th class of SIOP. And I came after the 1st class of SIOP. So needless to say that those students that I met during my first year in this position left a lasting impact, but also gave me high expectations regarding the SIOP program. So I just wanted to share that I am here with you, for you, and Ms. Alice Robinson-Rogers is correct. We do not lead with adults in mind. We lead with children in mind, because everything that we do, you are our output. Your outcomes determine our success and effectiveness. And we stand on that. And sometimes they get a little, she said it nicely, but they get a little upset with me. And then I have to remember, as an educator, there was a book titled, "If You Don't Feed the Teachers, They Eat the Children." All the educators, do you remember that book? And I have to keep that at the forefront of my mind, because the students are my priority, but if I'm not treating my adults right, then you're not going to get everything you need. So I just wanted to share that with you. So I'm going to share a little message with you today. On behalf of the School District of Philadelphia, our Board of Education, our Superintendent, Dr. Height, and the Office of Academic Supports, I am excited to congratulate you and deliver this message to you today. You represent the 4th graduating SIOP class for the School District of Philadelphia. We invested in opportunities to ensure that you could attain the best instructional programming in order to propel you towards your post-secondary plans. And we are very proud of your success. When I thought about what I wanted to convey to you today, during one of the most important transitions in your life, I decided to focus on what I hope you learn from this experience and how the next 3 ideas will position you to impact your community in a powerful way. And this is important because I also teach that we don't just earn success and leave our community. Part of our work is to go back to our communities and be that example and support for people who are coming behind us. When we planned for the 2021 school opening, we envisioned in-person instruction and engagement between and among adults and students in an effective learning environment. Yet, we are ending the school year in a hybrid setting for some and a fully virtual setting for others. Many things didn't turn out as planned. And then I thought about, why did the pandemic occur? When it did, our level of preparedness, and our response to the pandemic. And I am constantly reminded there are so many lessons to learn that are greater than the science of the virus. Personally, I learned lessons regarding quality time with family and friends. I also explored opportunities to think and act beyond the norm. Professionally, I thought about challenges we sometimes ignore and decisions we make that impact the ability for proficiency in teaching, mastery of skills, and the application of learning. I want you to think about your purpose beyond the pandemic. How do you envision your impact in the world? I am hopeful that you will recover, reflect, and reimagine possibilities so that everything you do results in positive outcomes for you and your community. First, I want you to recover from the experiences of the past 15 months during the virtual instruction. And I want you to recover from any barriers that may have challenged your focus on your instructional program. Secondly, I want you to reflect on your goals, known opportunities, and opportunities that you have not yet explored. Determine how you will remain steadfast in accomplishing your goals. How and when will you reach your goals? When will you reach out for support to accomplish your goals? And how will you know that you obtained your goal? Remember that the goal that you set may have many revisions. Even if you have an exit plan now and you are ready to act on that action plan, be sure to think about the experiences that you may not yet have considered. Finally, think about the next 4 to 5 years post-graduation. How can you reimagine the possibilities aligned to your goal? How can you reimagine the actions necessary to attain your goal? How can you reimagine any potential challenges as stepping stones towards your goal? Be confident in where your skills, characters, and resilience can lead you. You were chosen to clearly envision a different future. You were chosen to represent overcoming life obstacles, being stronger, more determined, and willing to act as a change agent. Know that the adults who invested in you are observing. We're still observing. We're still here to lead. We're also here to push, and we're here to walk alongside you as you experience your path to post-secondary success. We will remain invested in you because you are the example and you are paving the road for the graduating class after you. I always use the following quote to support my work. Educator and advocate Mary McLeod Bethune said, "We have a powerful potential in our youth, and we must have the courage to change old ideas and practices so that we may direct their power toward good ends." This quote is used daily by me and it's on my email because it's a reminder of the work that I am charged to do. As adults, our responsibility is to recover from our challenges, reflect on our decisions, and reimagine our experiences so that we can provide you opportunities that will encourage and promote your positive impact on our community. In closing, class of 2021, you are the reason why the School District of Philadelphia will continue to act with equity in mind as we continue to invest in post-secondary opportunities for our students. We applaud your effort, your performance, and your diligence through your academic experience. We look forward to your future endeavors with expectations and excitement. Remember, when you are faced with a challenge, stop in the moment, recover from that experience, reflect on the lesson, and reimagine the next possibility. Congratulations and a prayer for many blessings.
Thank you so much for those remarks, Dr. Brooks. We appreciate you being here this evening. At this time, I would also like to take a minute to address the scholars. Scholars, we've had a whirlwind of a year. It looked very different from those before, and hopefully from those to come. You've tackled online learning and programming with perseverance, strength, and all while completing your high school courses. As if that were not impressive enough, you completed TES in high school while wearing the hats of student, brother, sister, son, daughter, employee, activist, and advocate. You've shown me what it means to be resilient in the face of adversity. I commend you all for what you've done as members of TES and as individuals in our community. You all amaze me, and I'm certain you will go on to show the world what you're made of. Thank you, sincerely, for allowing me to be a part of your journey. It has been both an honor and a pleasure to work with you this year. At this time, I'll ask you please, tutor mentors, I'll ask you please help me prepare to recognize the scholars as they deserve so. I will introduce each tutor mentor, who will then introduce the scholar that they've worked with throughout the year and share their many accomplishments. Audience joining us, I ask you please kindly wait until we announce all of the scholars' names to applaud them at the end. Sydney Smith is going to kick us off by introducing NAHLA ABDUL HADI.
NAHLA is a student at Hill Freeman World Academy and will be attending Delaware State University this fall with a forensic science major. She received both the Future of STEM Scholars Initiative Scholarship and the GAP Scholarship. NAHLA has been an active member of the Islamic Heritage Foundation, the Muslim Interscholastic Tournament basketball team, and has even served as the vice president for her student council throughout her high school career. She has also done work with her school counselor and has volunteered as a food server at Masjid. Her biggest accomplishment along her educational journey was keeping up with her work and not allowing herself to become too overwhelmed. Congrats, NAHLA.
Yadira Reyes, introducing Yuma Diabera.
Yuma is a student at Central High School and will be attending Xavier University of Louisiana this fall with a major in English education. I'm also excited to announce that Yuma has also received academic scholarships from not only Xavier, but from the following organizations: Black Women in Education, Urban League of Philadelphia, Delta Alumni Chapter, Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, Alpha Alpha Omicron Chapter, and the Thomas and Woodson Foundation. Yuma has also been an active member of the Herbs Advocates nonprofit as a community organizer and Philly Black Students Alliance as an outreach coordinator. Throughout her high school journey, she served as president of the African American Student Union, a member of the Central's Pep Squad, and on the committee panel for tours and shadowing. Her biggest accomplishment has been getting an equity and inclusion director for her high school and considers the quote, "Education is activism," to speak to her the most. Congrats, Yuma.
Rashi Singhal, introducing Rania George.
Renea goes to Northeast High School and will attend Drexel University for Health Sciences. She received the Founder Scholarship and Drexel Grant. Throughout her high school career, she was a member of the National Honor Society, volunteered with the American Red Cross, and volunteered at charity events for the Philadelphia Full Gospel Assembly. She was also an event organizer for Project International Education. Her biggest accomplishment along her educational journey was deciding what career she wants to pursue. Congrats, Rania.
Sydney Smith, introducing Fatima Hamada.
Fatima is a student at Science Leadership Academy at Bieber and will attend Swarthmore College for Political Science and Arabic. She has received a Swarthmore College scholarship, which is a full ride. Throughout her high school career, Fatima has been a canvas for the Working Families Party and has volunteered as a middle school tutor and with Clean Philly. She is also a member of Sunrise Movement, Aurora at Philadelphia City Rowing, and the co-founder of the Philadelphia Earth Alliance. Fatima's biggest accomplishment would be her continuous hard work despite the adversity she has faced. Congrats, Fatima.
Yadira Reyes, introducing MARIAH Hudson.
MARIAH is a student at Central High School and will be attending the University of Virginia this upcoming fall as undecided. She has received multiple scholarships from the Princeton Ivy League, Coca-Cola, and the Ivy Legacy Foundation. MARIAH has participated and dedicated her time to organizations in Philadelphia, such as When We All Vote, Zajac and ADS Law Firm, and the Black Student Alliance. During her high school career, she participated as well in volleyball and track and field. Her biggest accomplishment along her educational journey has been to power through all obstacles and hardships she has experienced throughout high school without allowing herself to derail from her academic success. She considers the quote, "The way I see it, if you want a rainbow, you have to put up with the rain." Congratulations, MARIAH.
Rashi Singhal, introducing Deja McKnight.
Deja is a student at Parkway Northwest High School and will be attending Penn State University for kinesiology. She won multiple scholarships, including the Button Waller Scholarship and the Lenfest Fund Trustee Scholarship. She's involved in cheer, sponsored a scholar program, Real Scholars Read, and Young Women Rising. Her best educational accomplishment is getting good grades and getting into college. Congrats, Deja.
They're getting me in the comments. I promised them I wouldn't cry, but they're getting me in the comments. Rashi, you're up again, introducing Fat Fam.
Fat is a student at Northeast High School who will attend Temple University as a secondary education major. He received a Temple University scholarship. Throughout high school, he was a member of Run Philly and Work Ready. He considers his improvement the biggest accomplishment of his academic career. Congrats, Fat.
Sydney Smith, introducing Asia Ross.
Asia will be graduating from Franklin Learning Center and will attend Howard University for journalism. She has received multiple scholarships, such as the HU Need Scholarship and the HU Achiever Scholarship. Throughout her high school career, Asia has been a tutor and has volunteered with Red Cross. Outside of tutoring and volunteering, she has been a part of youth ministry, a member of Settlement Music School, and has played in the Philly Youth Orchestra. Asia's biggest accomplishment is getting into her top school and being in the top 10% of her class. Congrats, Asia.
And last but not least, Yadira Reyes introducing Kiersten Scudder.
Kiersten is a student at Science Leadership Academy at Beaver and will be attending Temple University as an early childhood education major. Over the course of her high school career, Kiersten worked at the Winfield Library as a homework assistant and as well as a music assistant to one of her teachers. Her biggest accomplishment has been having good grades and being able to graduate soon. A quote that speaks the most to her is, "Life is what you make it, so make it yours." Congratulations, Kiersten.
At this time, I invite you all to please unmute and collectively applaud and shout out this amazing group of humans in the class of 2021.
Good hard work, all of you.
Yes, all the congratulations, everyone.
Yes, all the graduates. Yay.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Hey,
Y'all ain't supposed to be talking to each other. Y'all supposed to
Thank you all so much. That felt extra special after this year. Thank you for being here and being rocks for our scholars. Thank you again. At this time, the scholars would like to share their reflections on their year participating in the Temple Education Scholars Program. Scholars, this is your cue. Please have your cameras on so we can see you as you start off your speech.
Can I see if we turn off anything? Oh, it's already muted. Good afternoon, everyone. I remember signing up the Temple Education Scholars during enrollment program like it was yesterday. Opening up my laptop and seeing an email from my counselor about a program I could enroll in for all of my senior year and take college courses. Having a conversation with my parents about the program to see if I was interested in it. The program looked very interesting and educational to indulge in, but also not knowing that there will be a lot of other great opportunities involved as well.
Hi everyone. So at first, I thought I would just apply to TES for college credits. However, it was more than just that. I got support for college applications, essays. I did not even know what the Common App was back then, and thanks God I have TES here. The TES program gave me opportunities to know what actual college classes look like, getting to know more people or experienced people in a particular field. All the courses that we took so far all have its own purpose, which is to prepare us for college. And so I do not know how much I need to say thank you to TES, to the faculty members and people in there. Thank you.
Although this year has not been going as expected, and this pandemic has caused us to lose many opportunities we were hoping for during our senior year of high school, we have gained so many new experiences. The TES program gave us the opportunity to take college classes for the first time, meet new people, and learn new things about ourselves that we never would have before. All of the courses we have taken so far have really prepared us for beginning college in the fall. I am so appreciative and grateful to TES for preparing me to begin the next chapter of my life and become a college student next year.
Hi, everyone. When I first applied to TES last year, I only did so largely to have something to do in my free time. I never expected to enjoy or even benefit from the program. The mentors and staff have been so supportive and made the entire college admissions process much more understandable. The classes were great, even when I wasn't the most engaged. I always felt like I was learning and loved new information each week about different topics. My favorite class was Sociocultural Foundations of Education. It was always incredibly interesting and insightful. TES has been a huge part of my senior year.
The programming sessions for all the information we needed when applying to schools was very useful to me and is definitely the biggest takeaway from the program.
Hi guys, y'all can't see me, but hopefully you guys can hear me. It's obvious with the pandemic, most of us had lost hope of our senior year being the true experience that we hoped for. The TES program gave us a chance to experience college, and although it's virtual, we had our laughs and disputes with the icebreaker checking questions and the constant push to keep going. Dr. Johnson's class gave us the shock of our lives by throwing a workload at us we knew would come but wasn't prepared for, but we prevailed. Dr. Jordan gave us a feeling of familiarity and comfortability, which we hope for with this program and highly appreciate it. TS as a whole, although annoying sometimes, gave us the thrill we needed to put our first foot forward into the adult world and become overly eager incoming college freshmen.
We all came a long way and have gone through many obstacles in this challenging year. As first-time seniors, first-time virtual students, and first-time dual enrollment students, we made it. I'm so very proud of how far we've come. We are all starting a new chapter in our lives, and I strongly believe that we will grow into successful young adults that everyone has prepared us to be. TES has been a very unique experience for me. At first, I really didn't believe I would be as involved with TES because of all that I had going on. But I was, and I'm so happy I got to build the relationships with you all. I'm beyond proud of myself as well as the other TES students, and I'm so excited to start my journey.
TES gave me back my academic confidence. It's very easy to forget your abilities and worth when you have a difficult year in school. Being a part of TES has allowed me to challenge myself and realize that I'm beyond capable of excelling in school, whether it's high school or college. It has also given me a little taste of freedom. Realizing that no one is policing and micromanaging me in college helped me make sure I'm always ahead of schedule and meeting deadlines. I'm beyond proud that I had a head start to college, especially because it was free.
And last but not least, Mariah, you are up.
You can hear me, Sam?
Oh, I can hear you now. Yes, I apologize. We can hear you, Mariah.
Okay, so I wrote a speech, but it's not what I want to say. I'm just gonna talk off the top. I want to just say I'm really thankful for this program. I'm thankful for Sam, Adon, Roxy, for the most because this year has been really hectic for me. It's been roller coaster. I went through a lot of stuff outside of school, and so many times I just wanted to give up and getting so good about myself. And I had Roxy in my corner, and then Roxy left, and I was fortunate to get Yadira, and Yadira also been a good help to me. And this program is not only helping me academically, but it's also helping me become a better person. It's helping me mature. It's helping me grow. And that's something I believe in. And I feel like probably without this program, my senior year would have probably would have been horrible because so many times I just felt like I didn't want to go to school anymore. I didn't feel it. And then I had talked with these people, and they were like, "Not people." So I'm thankful. And then I just came back from a trip that was so horrible, and it made me so sad. And then I opened up all my gifts. You guys gave me a shirt. And I was reading the card, and I was like just before I got on here, I didn't want to talk because I'm so sad. And then I just read this card, and it made me so happy. And I'm so thankful. Thank you, Sam, for writing this for me. Because lately I just been really down, and I just opened all the gifts, and it just made me so happy to see it. And I'm so happy that I met all you guys, and I love all of you. And yeah, that's all I have to say.
We love you too, Mariah. We love you all very much. Fatima, if you could bring us home, that would be fantastic.
I love you, Mariah. I love you guys.
I share the same sentiment as everyone else. This year has been difficult, to say the least. I think that navigating our senior year, assuming that it would be on our own, was daunting, but TS was really there for us every step of the way. From Adon's daily check-in questions and, being able to get a taste of what college is like. Like everybody else I'm incredibly grateful for this program. Honestly, TS gave me the backbone to say that I am ready for college. And it has given me a family of peers and mentors where we have been able to support one another in all of our endeavors. And I think I speak for everyone when I say thank you, TS, and thank you, Sam, and thank you, Dr. Kersey, and Adon, and Sydney, and all of our tutor mentors. Yeah, thank you so much.
I really went deep. Thank you. That was beautifully said and beautifully done. Thank you for being here this year, and thank you for letting us be a part of your journey. Having my speaking parts are front heavy, so I can turn things over at this touching conclusion. At this time, I'd like to ask our college success coach, Adon, to welcome some TES alumni to share a few words.
Thank you, Sam. At this time, I would like to invite our alumni to share their advice and words of wisdom. Before we hear the scholars' words of wisdom, I would like to introduce you to the alumni joining us this evening. Scholars, please have your, I do apologize for that. But I'd like to introduce Sydney Smith, who was part of cohort 1.
Thank you so much, Adon. So I first want to start off by saying congratulations, cohort 3, on completing both your senior year of high school and TES. This is a great accomplishment and you all should be very proud. We all know that this school year has been like no other between virtual high school, college and high school classes, SAT testing, college applications, and everyday responsibilities. You all have continuously shown your resilience and dedication time and time again. Not only have you all been accepted to several different colleges, but you received numerous awards, accolades, and scholarships along the way. And for that, I am extremely proud. If I could give you all one piece of advice for your freshman year of college, it would be to not be afraid to ask for help. There have been many times in my life where I just didn't have the right answer or was unsure of what to do next. I found that asking for help and utilizing the people and resources around me allowed me to grow and succeed. Lastly, I would like to congratulate you all again on graduating from high school and becoming TES alumni. It has been a pleasure working with you guys this year, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you, Sydney. To conclude our program, I invite Dr. Juliette Kersey, Assistant Dean of College Access and Persistence at Temple's College of Education and Human Development, to make our closing remarks.
Thank you, Adon. Since I have control, I don't have to spotlight myself. Wow, I'm so full of joy and pride in recognizing the tremendous dedication and hard work of this year's Temple Education Scholars. Scholars, you have demonstrated patience, flexibility, and tenacity during this last year as you pursued your goal of diving into your post-secondary education experience as high school students. Thank you for trusting us in the College of Education and Human Development at Temple with supporting you on your journey. I hope you leave us to begin the next chapter of your journey full of confidence in what talented, bright, resilient young people you are. You already have been, and you will certainly continue to be beacons of light and love for our community and city. And I have no doubt that where your college majors and careers take you, you will share that light and love with others and work to seek justice and opportunity for all. You are difference makers just by being you. Please don't sell yourself short. You are capable of anything. And as we've discussed, you belong in college and wherever you'd like to make your contributions to the world. We'll be here for you to celebrate your victories, both big and small, and to help whenever you feel a bit lost, confused, or scared. You've all shown everyone what you're made of, and no one here celebrating you tonight has any doubt about your abilities to accomplish your dreams. Before we close tonight, I'd like to ask those in attendance to join me in thanking the many people who have made the Temple Education Scholars Program and this event possible. To Dean Anderson and Dr. Booth and the other Temple administrators, faculty, and staff members, please give a wave again. Your financial commitment, academic instruction, behind-the-scenes logistical maneuvering, mentorship, and advocacy have brought this program to life and sustained it through a third year. The TES Scholars, alumni, staff, and I are so grateful for your belief in the power and impact of this program, which is evident in all the ways in which you support its success and growth. Thank you so much. To Dr. Brooks and Ms. Leslie Madre, Ms. Allie Robinson Rogers, and their colleagues in the School District of Philadelphia, including Dr. William Height, the scholars, school principals, counselors, teachers, and roster chairs, we thank you for providing the opportunity for district students to participate in TES. To our scholars, caretakers, friends, and family members, thank you for letting go of your loved ones a bit and allowing them to stretch their wings by participating in this college experience. It was demanding and rigorous and probably took a lot out of them and perhaps you as you sought to support them at home. Thank you for the encouragement you gave to your scholars and the support you gave them to fulfill their commitment to the program. We hope that you are happy with the experience your scholars have had in TES, and we welcome your continued involvement and feedback as we hope to support additional young people through this program in the future. To our TES alums, Sydney, thank you for joining us tonight in celebration of Cohort 3 and their accomplishments. Thank you for sharing your advice for a great start to their full-time college experiences. Thank you for being amazing support of TES, Sydney, and we really appreciate all that you give to the program. To the TES staff, our undergraduate and graduate students whom you met throughout tonight's program, thank you for all you've shared of your time and talent in developing resources, sending reminders, making phone calls, offering a listening ear, giving guidance and mentorship, and providing feedback on drafts of papers and assignments. You were champions for the scholars every minute of every day. I hope you take pride in their accomplishments and recognize how your influence has impacted other lives positively. Thank you too for all of your efforts to make this celebration and the ones that preceded it this year special and memorable for the scholars and their families. And finally, before we give one last send off to our scholars, I'd like to ask you all to join me in a huge round of applause for Ms. Samantha Horkus, our College Access Coordinator, who has been at the helm of TES for the last 3 years. We couldn't do this without her, including her leadership of putting together tonight's program, and we're grateful for her tireless efforts and advocacy on behalf of our TES scholars, alumni, and staff.
Woo! Go Sam!
Everyone, please see the last page of the program that was emailed to you before tonight's event for a list of all who contributed to making TES possible. We have come to the end of tonight's program. Thank you all so much for joining us in our recognition of our third cohort of Temple Education Scholars, hailing from the class of 2021 and ready to set the world on fire. Let's now give a good luck and best wishes send off to our scholars as they transition into full-time college students. We can't wait to welcome you back as alumni at next year's celebration. Thank you, everyone, and good night.
Congrats again, everyone.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Congratulations to all the graduates.
Very good. Congratulations.
Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you.
Miss Kirsten.
Congratulations, Kirsten.
Yeah. Thank you guys for
All
coming.
the scholars.
All the scholars.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you guys. See y'all.
Okay. Thank you, Miss Juana.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye. See y'all, Miss
See
Chris.
Grandpa, Granny, and everybody on here. All right, guys.
All right. Miss
See
Christine
you
Jenkins.
all.
Okay. See. Okay.
Okay.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank Aunt Sylvia. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, Mary. Thank you.